Blake Roylance, Student 1. I have a PR at T5. My contact point will be my pisiform of the inferior hand. My segmental contact point will be posterior inferior aspect of the left TVP. My stabilization hand will be my superior hand. My stabilization point is the pisiform of the superior hand. My segmental stabilization point is posterior inferior aspect of the right TVP. And my line of drive is P to A, I to S, parallel to the 60-degree facet joint with clockwise torque. Next will be a prone index pillar push contralaterally. Okay, I have a PR at C4. Right, my contact point will be the lateral aspect of the index finger of my inferior hand, with my SCP being the posterior aspect of the left articular pillar. My SP will be the thenar and superior hand, and it will traction cephalad. And the segmental stabilization point will be the right mastoid and the posterior inferior occipital rim. My LOC will be P to A, I to S, in line with the plane of the disc, with my forearm 45 degrees to the floor. Next, I will do a supine hypothenar mastoid occiput push. I have an LPS. My contact point will be my hypothenar of the left hand. My SCP will be the posterior inferior aspect of the left mastoid. My SP will be the calcaneal aspect and fingers of my right hand, with my SSP cradling the base of the occiput on the right side. The line of correction will be P to A, S to I, left to right. Next is a seated anterior thoracic. I have an AI at T6. My contact point will be the posterior inferior aspect of the right and left TVPs of T6. My SSP will be the vertebral segments immediately below the vertebra of the listing. My SP will be the calcaneal aspect of the inferior hand, and my SSP will be the lowest elbow, which ensures an I to S line of drive. My line of correction will be A to P, I to S, parallel to the 60-degree angle of the facets. Next, I will do the seated digit TVP pull of C1. I have a right rotation restriction. My contact point will be the right pip and dip of the middle finger. The segmental contact point will be the left posterior TVP of C1. My stabilization point will be the calcaneal aspect of my left hand, with my SSP at the inferior tip of the right mastoid with slight I to S traction. My line of correction will be P to A, slight I to S with clockwise rotation.